Hey you guys, it's Kayla. I just wanted to do like a partial house tour because I'm not going to show you the bedroom because it's not all the way finished. The bedrooms is like where we sleep is not completely finished yet, but I want to show you what we've gotten done so far since we moved. A lot of you have been wondering and curious about the house and how we've gotten what we've gotten done and how it looks and stuff. So I just want to do a quick tour, and I'm going to put it on my babysitting page too, because then the potential parents will be able to see the playroom and everything and kind of see an idea of how the house is looking. So alright, let's get started. So here's the porch. Over there, Peanuts, our dog we have like a little beagle chocolate lab. He's like really cute. He's out there in his dog house and he hears me talking, so he's a little bit sad. But so here's our like front porch area. It's like my favorite part of our house. This side is nice. We have like all the furniture out here and it looks pretty. This side is, like over there is my husband's tools and stuff, and then that dollhouse is getting moved into the girls' bedroom. It's a Barbie dollhouse. And so once that gets moved, and we're getting rid of this because it got broken, we need to get rid of it. But that'll be on out of here, and the ladder will be put away on the shelf, and things will be more organized over here too. And then there's a table and chairs that are there, and that's going to kind of be sitting over there. So that side of the porch will be as nice and beautiful as this side of the porch is. So it's kind of probably hard to see the yard. I can do it again in the day, but that's our neighbors over there. They're really nice. And then the yard just goes like all around. We have a ton of outside toys, and it's like an awesome, awesome yard for kids to play. So we're super excited. The girls are loving it. And we'll get ready to go inside. We still have our Christmas snowmen up in the window. I keep forgetting that I need to take them down with the rest of the Christmas stuff we took out. I'm going to go through this room real quick and then I'm going to turn the light off because Olivia decided she wanted to have a camp out. She fell asleep watching the TV here, so I'll go over this part of the room real quick, and then so this is not really it's a Christmas tree, but we could just keep it up because the girls like it for a nightlight if they end up sleeping out here. They like to make a little bed out here sometimes and watch a movie and then fall asleep. So, but real quick, pan around the room. So there's the front door and our entryway, our TV and stuff. So all of this area is like books and homeschool and preschool type related stuff. Back under that thing is like all kinds of arts and craft supplies and games and all sorts of stuff. Little like board books there. That goes in the cabinet, but it's just some Mr. Potato Heads that the girls were using. I do have a baby bouncer for any babies that we may potentially have come for babysitting, and then some like letter work and other things. These are science and nature books. And those are like the phonics tales and the different like alphabet books that the girls, Ginny's like really loving them, so we read those. Got some of the highlight magazines down there, which are like a science-based magazine, and tons and tons and tons of other books here too. So alright, so we already saw that side of the room. Then if we come over here, it's kind of like our entryway. So the bin up here, and then that bin and that bin are for my 3 daycare kids to put their shoes and their extra clothes, diapers, whatever they may have. So that's what those 3 bins are for. Here we keep our shoes and our jackets. And right now the girls, when they came home from church, I just hung up their dresses right there. I usually do that on Sunday so that when we go back to church in the afternoon, that they're right there and they don't just otherwise Olivia sometimes will just throw her dress on the floor, or Ginny or Lulu, so that way they're up there and they're nice. Those diapers are Lulu's and her wipes and stuff, and then this bag is like an outside bag. We take it out there. It usually has like the girls have some butterfly nets and things like that, and then some science nature books and drawing books. So a lot of times we'll take them outside on a blanket, and the girls like to sit down and like practice science type stuff outside. So we'll be doing that with any daycare kids as well. They're welcome to do nature drawings outside with us if they'd like to. That box up there has like our group time, circle time stuff that we do. We do a circle time every day. And we'll continue to do that even with daycare. So this little area here, leading into the bedroom, is like my quiet, cozy area. I think every mom should have a little area of the house where she just kind of can chill and read and whatever. So I have like my box of books, including like my lesson plans and all that stuff. And this is my nature journal where I'm going to start doing my journaling outside, drawing pictures and random other things. And the books that I'm currently reading and some more things in there. My scrapbooking stuff down under there, and my piano books because I'm working on learning piano, and my purse, but it doesn't always stay there. It's just there for now. And my chair that my hubby brought me. I love my chair. And then this box of books here in between, I'm hoping to get like a little table or something to put between these two chairs. And they're it just all the books that I want to read, like the next couple of books that I want to be reading, my personal reading, because I love to read too, and I haven't done it in a while. So here is actually my dresser. Our bedroom is really small, and like you'll see when we eventually do the video where I show the bedroom, that it's real small, and the girls, one of the girls' beds is in there too. So my dresser is here, and that's actually my husband's dresser, but we are using it for a TV stand, so it works well. I've just had to get creative with like the layout of the house, but it's been awesome and fun. So these two little chairs, they sit here, but they just move all around the house in the living room, and that's Olivia's chair, and Lulu always likes to sit by Olivia. Of course, anyone's welcome to sit on them as well. On the opposite wall over there, where I had shown you the books and stuff, there's like pillows, and then this one has lots of like little blankets and things. That's my big piano, which my husband has to finish putting it together. Like there's the piano, and then it sits on top of that stand. So it's going to be there so I can work on piano once he gets that finished building. Then the blanket box will get put somewhere else, and I'll be able to actually practice piano right there. And any of the kiddos that are here, and of course I'm planning to teach my girls, but any of the kiddos that are here are welcome to practice piano too. With it being out here in the living room, it's accessible to everybody. That's just a bucket of like stuffed animals that the girls, it's like their very favorite stuffed animals. Ones they sleep with at night and stuff. So they're out in the living room, but they're not always out here. They kind of move around that bucket too. And that pretty basket is like my favorite picnic basket, but it's got a bunch of coloring books in it. And like I said, this one's pillows and there's blankets, because when I have kids over babysitting, a lot of times if they don't bring their own blanket, they may want to, use a blanket or something. And I always have extra blankets and pillows in case they want to sit down and if we're watching an educational movie, or if we're doing an activity but they just want to snuggle up with a blankie, or in circle time, that's perfectly okay too. So this is our like side door that leads outside, and here are some pictures that my husband just got from his boss. They're really nice. Actually, I really like this one. I don't know if that one, that's the one that he got, but that's probably going to go in his room by the desk. But there's another one. He got this one because he wanted to use the frame, because it's like a really pretty frame. But this one is like beautiful. It's a hand-painted like Santa Claus, like adoring and worshiping to baby Jesus in the manger scene. Like I think it's so pretty, and it's hand-painted. So that one we may keep as part of our like explaining to the girls what the true reason of the Christmas season is. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, so those won't be there. They're going to go up in the attic until we hang them up. And that's the outside side door. And then this is just like the easel, and I think on the other side is the chalkboard side. We use it sometimes for group time, but also for the girls just to practice, or for any of the kiddos that come just to practice. And you can see we got it at a garage sale because there's still a yard sale sticker on it. But we sometimes we use it for sight words and copying and any other thing that the kids are just playing drawing on the board is fun too. So when we moved in, it was like one big giant room from the front door where I'm walking back to, and that the kitchen is over there. So we ended up putting a dresser in between, and then that dresser there, just because the kitchen didn't have a lot of storage space. So the one in the kitchen has like extra food and cans and random other stuff, breads and things like that. And then this one is kind of like arts and crafts supplies and paint and things that we do when we're doing preschool. A lot of times if we're doing some kind of like art project, we'll sit there at that table. or we can go into the kitchen table if it's something where we need more space, because the kitchen table is a lot longer. You'll see that in a minute. So that works out good. And also, the girls eat. We usually eat there. When I get some daycare kids coming, obviously some of them will sit in the kitchen and some of them will sit out here. And on the table over here, I also have these 3 little boxes underneath that they have some learning games and stuff in them. And like, I don't know if you're familiar with like busy bags, or it's like little activities to do with kids to keep them busy when you're working with other people or something. So I have a bunch of those in there, and also in those 2 brown boxes. But that's a chalkboard table, so sometimes we'll just clear all that off and we go to town with that as the chalkboard, and we can move it in the middle of the floor too. And if needed, it could be an art table. I could put a tablecloth across it, and it could be like an art table here in the middle of the room. Because these are just like sleeping bags and blankets, and they can easily, they're not here during the day, so normally our living room looks much, much bigger. Just Olivia's little camp out is taking up most of the space. And then that's their giant horse. They call him Hee-Haw. And he just kind of travels around the house too. They like use him to sit on when they're reading and stuff like that. So that's one of their good friends. So it's very nice space. We have tons of stuff, as you can see. Everything you could possibly imagine to keep entertained. Millions of books. Tons of fun stuff behind there. I just didn't want everyone to be climbing and grabbing things out of there. So that's covered up. And let's go this way. So here's like the hallway, and these 2 have to go up in the attic too. The attic's there. My husband put some stuff, like all of the Christmas stuff he put up there today, and those boxes need to get moved up to the attic too. So this is like where the dryer is in there, and then again here is the kitchen. We have like our little heater here. This picture that I absolutely love. This chalkboard, sometimes I write like random Bible verses or poetry or whatever on it, but there's nothing on it right now. That basket's got my potatoes in it. And then if you come over here, there's that dresser here in the kitchen, and that's where we keep a lot of extra pantry type items and cookbooks, and I even have some kid cookbooks because I like to cook with the kiddos. And this is our pet turtle. It's very cute. And all the clean dishes, and Ernest got home. I'm making a video of how the house looks. It's just a video. I'm making a video about the house. There he is. Alright, so I'm going to go in here now anyway. And then, so the bathroom's here. The light is like behind the door. It's pretty awesome. This is just our like little fantasy I made. And then the washing machine, shower, toilet of course, our bathtub, and mirror area. Not much. I didn't get to sleep much because of Lulu. She's still awake. Then she woke up Ginny, and now Ginny is... Oh, it's okay. It's like real life. I'm talking. But yeah, I was supposed to stay home tonight and get some sleep, and I got some sleep because I'm really, really tired, but I didn't get a lot because Lulu doesn't like to sleep. And then this is our, like, the playroom, and this is where we'll spend a big chunk of our day with the daycare kiddos, and obviously with my girls and with our homeschool. So in here we got some of their art. Obviously they're very obsessed with princesses, so there's princess stuff all around. That's a picture of our cat Nemo that I drew. It's a very silly looking cat, but he's usually outside. In this, we just have these sitting on top, but they actually go with like the baby stuff, the baby dolls. And then in here we have like a bunch of more outside toys, which I think I'm going to move this stuff outside, except maybe like the toy guns, but like some Nerf guns and some outside things. and then like a little bed with some baby dolls in it. This is also like baby dolls and baby bathtub and all, like some baby clothes and diapers and stuff. Are blocks, and these are Lincoln logs. And over here we have, this is kind of dark because the light in here, I need a new light bulb, so it's a little bit dark. Maybe I'll do a better playroom tour in the daytime tomorrow. But they have like their little tiny figurines and people and animals and stuff like that in there. And then there's their little kitchen and shopping cart and a little reading area. Musical instruments back there in the corner. Some books and some more baby board books. Little reading area, carpet. Over here on this side, more of their things like some learning ABC cards and stuff. They're nutcrackers from Christmas that they won't let me put away because they love them so much. So, and then that bucket is full of just random extra toys, like some more of the like the little people sets, like airplane and bus and all that stuff are in under there. Just bigger things that I didn't want sitting out. Bucket of cars, and then that's their kitchen.
I need some milk.
You need some milk. Go ask Dad in the kitchen. He's in the kitchen. He'll bring you some. I know the light's really bright. That little girl wouldn't sleep. So when I get off here, I'm going to get her to bed. So, and then there's like cars. And then this board we use with our, like, if we're doing group time in here. Sometimes we'll come in and we'll sit and we'll work on the different letters and numbers and what they are. And I'll write things on the board for group time. This corner here is going to have that giant, like that big dollhouse, Barbie dollhouse that's outside right now. It's going to go in here. And then the baby swing will just move around because it's mobile. But we have the baby swing for any babies. Tons of stuffed animals that my girls love. And then little Barbie, tiny Barbie house. That's all their Barbie dolls. Their Ginny's fire truck that she had to have. Like everyone else asked for princesses and things on their birthday. But no, she wanted a fire truck. The other window, my girls' dresser with their clothes is in here, and then the toys are in front of it to kind of keep everybody from opening and closing the doors, but it had to be in here for space-wise. Their Elsa Anna castle, their little dress-up vanity. This is their dress-up toys in that bucket. Little chore charts that they like to play with. We use them sometimes, but mostly Olivia and Ginny like to play with them. This is a little people castle, but it's kind of big, so it's just over here, but it goes with the little people. My girls love these. They have a bunch, that whole bucket. It's little people. So, and then over there, is just some extra random, like Lalaloopsy dolls and some other, little tiny castles and things that they use with their people and animals in that bucket. And then Littlest Pet Shops. They have Littlest Pet Shops in there. And then this is dinosaurs. And they have their really cool big dinosaur and their other big dinosaur. And then a big book of drawing dinosaurs. Because Olivia's really into drawing and she's been practicing that. Some pretend tools. And some storybooks are in here. And then bigger, taller books. And some like reading storybooks that the girls like to have read to them. And then extra floor mats like the Dora one, in case I want to take them out to the living room, because we don't have a carpet out there yet. So usually I either lay like a blanket or a little mat or something down, so if they want to play out there they can, just to kind of change things up. And then here is their Dora house that they like to play with all the time. So that's about that for the little house tour. And tomorrow, I'm probably going to redo the playroom portion of it tomorrow when it's a little bit brighter. And maybe I'll do like a live video on my babysitting page to show you the playroom again. But it's nice, it's comfy, it's spacious enough that, I mean, the kids can kind of, you know, somebody can be here, there could be a few, like another kid over there, just kind of break them up and they can be doing their own thing. Plus all the space in the living room for learning and books and arts and crafts and everything. So that's basically it. And I hope you enjoyed the video and seeing how our house is looking. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye now.